I'm Alec Sokolow. We're in Santa Monica at beautiful remote studios, and we're here to talk about Skylanders Giants.
Right, Alex. What do you find interesting about building the Skylanders story?
It's always so cool to just kind of create a new universe, a parallel universe where there are rules and there are kind of good guys and bad guys, and just the fantasy of it is just fascinating. Always fun for me.
And how did Skylanders, which has a lot of toys involved, compare to the work you did writing Toy Story?
Well, I mean, completely different. Movies and video games are so different. One's a closed narrative and one's an open narrative. But where it was similar, and where I think there was a lot of inspiration, is that when you think about the inner life of a toy, inner life of Buzz or Woody, and then you start thinking about the inner life of the Skylanders, it's pretty similar. Where you're thinking, okay, they have feelings, they have desires, they want to be heroes, they have competition, and so they become very much alive at that point, and then you just go from there.
Why do you think we're seeing so much Hollywood talent gravitate toward video games entertainment?
Well, I think there's a couple of reasons. One is video games are fun, and video games are just the very concept. People are in love with them and play them incessantly. And I also think that, as Hollywood has changed, it's not that it becomes less interesting to work in Hollywood, but I think that movies have become much more video game-like, and so there's just a natural crossover. I feel like the universe in the video game world and the universe of a lot of Hollywood movies could be pretty much the same.
What do you like about building these new worlds that players can explore?
Oh, this world is just so boring. No, look, it's again the idea that you can create your own universe, and it's pure fantasy, and I love that fantasy. I love the idea that there are places where you can fly, you can battle bad guys, and you can do things you just can't do in real life.
What are your thoughts on how Skylanders has evolved since the new Giants game?
Well, the game's just going to get better and better. The first Skylanders game was fantastic, but it's a learning process, and for everybody involved, for Toys for Bob, for Activision, for us, it's just it gets more sophisticated. It gets deeper into the themes and the storytelling, and quite honestly, with every single year, the graphics, the pixels, the engine of the gameplay is going to get better. It's just going to be a better experience.
And how much have you played with the original Skylanders game?
Oh, I play with it 24 hours a day. No, I play with it in the bathtub. I play with it driving the freeway. I play it. No, I have a son, and so we played a lot when I first got the game, and he enjoyed just kicking my rear up and down, and talking a lot of noise to me. And so we played a lot initially, and once we kind of got to the leveled up, and once we kind of got through. He wanted to play again, but I was like, okay, I'll watch you now. So I pretty much watch him play.
And did you play any video games growing up?
Oh yeah, I was an Atari kid. I had the Atari 2600 when I was a kid, and I played all the games. Obviously Pong was revolutionary back in the day, but whatever the games were on Atari to me was really cool.
Do you have like a favorite memory you could share with us?
Like the memories are actually quite social in that I would cut school sometimes with a friend, and we'd go and play games for the afternoon. Or I have a younger brother, and we'd spend the weekends playing the games. And so really, the memories really is about connecting with people you care about over video games.
And how crazy do you think it is how far they've come since Atari days?
It's ridiculous. It's like Atari is like cave drawings. Video game world and the virtual reality in those worlds are just mind-boggling. And again, just you can't believe how good they are. How good the fantasy has become.
And do you play any games right now besides Skylanders?
But I play Skylanders and Skylanders. I like Call of Duty. Black Ops was really cool. I play Madden with my brother still. I'm going through my whole life playing games with my younger brother. So we'll play Madden and stuff. And again, for me, the fun for games is being able to talk some noise to the people you care about and have some fun competition.
How do you see the convergence between Hollywood and video games evolving and moving forward?
Well, in a way, I think parallel lines meet in infinity, right? They're kind of completely different in many ways, even though they're both go into the category of entertainment and young adult entertainment. I think that the movie business, by and large, is getting a little bit unwieldy, and has to kind of come with more bells and whistles, more 3D stuff, more superhero stuff, and that in a way it feels like there's a natural place of convergence where the game world is also kind of mining the same territory. I think that somewhere out there is going to be an experience, kind of a holistic experience, where you can have a satisfying game play and possess a movie, or some kind of theatrical storytelling. So I do think it's out there. I think it's a little tricky, just because of the requirements of both, but I think it's out there.
I also think it actually screams Saturday morning cartoon. What would be the process to get this onto the television so fans could watch their favorite Skylanders battle it out on TV?
Well, we have to all send letters to Bobby Kotick. I don't know, Well, we try. We've been trying to convince the folks at Activision that it would lend itself to a great Saturday morning cartoon, and we certainly have put in some brain time and put in some creative thought on how to do that. It really is a question of does Activision want to get into that business, and I can't answer that.
And the last question is the hardest one. Your favorite Skylander. I know it's hard, but what's your favorite Skylander?
Oh, I like Trigger Happy. I just like the way he just kind of makes it rain. I just like it. I like that. So I think he's cool. And maybe that's my ADD also,